Hello traders, and welcome back to my channel where I make videos about tech and trading. In today's video, I'll be doing a breakdown of a trade I took on Pound USD last week. So let's get to it. I started observing this trade on the 24th of January when price moved into this demand zone I had marked out earlier, and price reacted to it by moving upwards very quickly, creating this order block and this imbalance zone I've marked out with these two black lines. I was bullish biased before this confirmation happened, and I was just waiting to see if I would get this kind of reaction from this demand zone. So once I got it, all I had to do was wait for price to move back, hopefully move back into this order block, and I could find an entry on the lower time frames and I could take this trade. So this is the 2-hour time frame, just slightly before the 1-hour screenshot I've just showed you, where price moved into the demand zone, and you can see the increase in buying pressure as is represented by this candle over here. As you can see, the close is quite far from the low, showing that there's a lot of demand, like there's a change in power in this order block over here, and that's why price is moving back upwards. So on the next day, that is the 25th of January, price moved up and slowly moved back into a demand zone. This rather dark box I've outlined over here is a demand zone that I marked out on the lower time frames, which I'll show you in another screenshot. And so when price moved back here and mitigated the previous demand zone, it was a good confirmation that there might be a buy position over here. So I was just waiting to see, just doing my analysis. Yeah, so this is the same setup as the 1-hour screenshot I've just showed you, where this is the order block created on the 24th of January. Price moved up, then started consolidating, building up liquidity, and then it slowly moved back into the demand zone, which I had marked out on the 1 minute or 3 minute time frame. So here on the 1 minute time frame, this is where price moved into the order block, then started moving up and breaking structure, creating small order blocks on the lower time frame, which is a concept I'll talk about later on this channel. The fact that the market is fractal, and whatever you see in the higher time frame is also happening on the lower time frame. So you need to take that into perspective whenever you're taking any trade. So this is the 1 minute time frame where I normally get my entries from and stops, and mostly my entries and my stops. So as you can see, price started breaking structure to the top, creating more order blocks, and after it made this order block, I placed my entry at 1.23063 and my stop at 1.22956. My original plan was to place my entry at this order block where price originally went up from, but after this one was created, I decided to use this one as my entry, this order block as my entry, this and imbalance zone above it as well as my entry, and to put my stop at the below the order block. So as you can see here, at this point my trade was triggered because I had put a buy limit on MT4. At first price moved, consolidated a bit, then it moved down, which I should have expected, almost stopping me out, and then it moved back up and started breaking structure again. From there on, price just kept moving up, building liquidity and taking it, as you can see. Eventually it broke structure again, heading towards my take profit, which is this red line over here. This is the same trade on the 15-minute time frame. As you can see, my entry is over here on the 1 minute time frame at 1.23063, and after price broke structure over here, it just shot up, straight up, which is what I was hoping for. And after some hours, price eventually tapped into my take profit, taking me out of the market at this point, which I had planned out, because on a higher time frame this is an order block over here. So it's a point of high supply. At that point, I wasn't really sure whether the price would keep going up or it would go down eventually. So it was optimal for a take profit, which is what I did. This is the same exit, same take profit as the previous screenshot, but on the 1 minute time frame. As you can see, price consolidated for a bit here, probably doing something on a lower time frame than this, and eventually went to the take profit. I took this last screenshot on the 26th of January to show that after my take profit, price moved back down for a while, then it moved back up, breaking structure again, and consolidated, and is somewhat consolidating up to now. So if you found this breakdown insightful, leave a like down below, comment what else you'd like to learn on the channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do so. I'll be making more informative videos in the future about trading and technology, so stick around and find out what I have in store for you.